The hardest of welcomes to all of you. This is SctStarcraft and I'm gonna give you a second match in this best of 5 series between Strelok, a Terran, blue Terran in the upper right hand of the map, and MaNa, Mouse Sports MaNa Protoss on the bottom left side of this map. Which I can't remember how it's called, but I suppose it's Daybreak. It's not Cloud Kingdoms, it must be Daybreak. I always... well, I never seem to remember the names of those maps. They always... well, they seem strange to me. However, I just listened to the first cast I made to the first game in English and I suck. I officially suck. However, I just have to finish it in English. When I've started something, I've got to finish it, so, well, you're all gonna suffer! Or not. What are we going to see in this game? This is the second match, the previous one. Go see it if you haven't already, because there are spoilers to be heard in a few seconds. MaNa won this first match. He won this first match after quite a long game, but it was quite a spectacular game with several very nice attacks from MaNa, some pincer attacks. Well, MaNa's great, let's face it, he's great. As you can see right now, he's sending his first probe to do some scouting, look for some proxy wrecks, while Strelok is going to start with the CC first again. Very strong economic opening. What's worst, Protoss can't actually do anything against this kind of opening on large maps, because by the time that Protoss finishes his first Zealot and his first Stalker, Terran has a bunker and 4 Marines in here. Well, so practically there's nothing a Protoss can do. However, Strelok decided to pull 2 SCVs out of his mineral line to repel this probe, and that's a lot. That's actually a lot, but he's going to be ahead in economy for quite a long time, so that's not such a big loss. And a very good micro trick going through this cloud of, well, it's a fog, a mist of some kind, whatever, and losing this SCV. However, just for a second, of course, Strelok noticed that and ordered the SCV to follow this probe anyway, but still quite nice. Another 2 barracks, exactly the same opening as before. MaNa is building pylons all over his base. Perhaps he's going to try to hide something from Strelok. Maybe a dark shrine, perhaps? No? Well, I don't know. What I do know is that warp gate research is going on right now. It's even... well, it's not chrono boosted. The Stalker was chrono boosted. But as I said, by the time the Zealot and the Stalker get here, there's going to be a bunker which is going to be started right now. 100 minerals exactly, and a bunker, and this SV gets destroyed by the Stalker. Quite nice, quite nice. There's a lot of probes for MaNa. This mineral line is actually saturated, and MaNa doesn't go for a nexus. He gets a second and a third gateway and a proxy pylon here. Is he going to go for a 4 gate? Yes, he is. He's got 72 energy on the nexus accumulated. He's going to chrono boost. He's going to chrono boost. He's not going to chrono boost the warp gate research, which actually amazes me, but that's entirely different. There's a robo here, which means only one thing. He's going to build a warp prism. He's going to get this warp prism here. He's going to warp in an entire army of stalkers and zealots in here, and those several marines that are here are not going to be able to do anything about it. But well, no buts actually. I thought that Strelok might be building a Marauder, which is pretty strong against Stalkers, as you know, but, well, he starts it in a few seconds, but it might be too late. MaNa's going to chrono boost this Warp Prism with all the energy he has got. He's going to make a big warp in, just as this Warp Prism spawns. No, he's going to make the warp in even before, and in a way somehow transport those units back and forth. And Strelok thinks that MaNa is preparing for an assault because he had seen this this Stalker, and this Stalker probably attacked the front line with a few shots, just a few shots, but still this forced several SCVs out of the mineral line, forced to build the second and the third bunker. That's quite a lot actually, and there's a drop going on right now. Is going to be a warp in here in a few seconds? No, just a drop. Perhaps where's MaNa going to warp in? Yes, he's going to warp in all his units here, and those few Marines and Marauders are much too... well, there's not enough forces to deal with this attack, I think, but with all those SCV, perhaps with all those SCVs, that's going to do something. Those Stalkers are not going to be able to defeat this bunker. Well, this attack out of MaNa might not be just as good as he wanted it to be. However, there's a lot of SCVs killed. Those Stalkers need to be microed better. A lot of SCVs have been killed. He's got only 13 SCVs right now. And will he retreat? No, he's not going to retreat. He's going to move all his units in here to continue the assault on the front line, but this war prison must not be destroyed. Even the bunker has been salvaged. That's, well, that's very, very, very strong. However, is this bunker going to fall? If it falls, yeah, it will fall. However, there are no units right now inside, and those zealots and those Stalkers are not enough to face all those units with the steam gun. That's not going to be even possible. However, if MaNa is capable of destroying a few more SCVs, then perhaps he's in a good enough shape to win this game. But 3 mules right now dropped, and that's going to supplement the income of Terran quite a lot. As you can see, he's got more income than MaNa. So with steam done, I think that MaNa should now build some more tech. This Immortal might be enough to tip the scales of the battle for MaNa's favor, but they may not be enough. We shall see. There's only a few Marines and a few Marauders. They're looking for this this place, and there's another drop, some very good micro out of MaNa. This Immortal should be capable of defeating all those units by itself, I think. First Marine dies, just one shot, just poof, poof. I love Immortals. They are so cool with this double, how's it called? Phase disruptors, this disrupting everything. Well, whatever. There's going to be a counter-attack out of Strelok in MaNa's main, in MaNa's only base. However, those units are very weak right now, and I don't think that this attack is going to do anything. But if this Immortal is focused, it has to be microed. Get this Immortal, yeah, and run right now, run! No, all MaNa's units are now destroyed, and unfortunately, what I was going to say, that this Immortal is going to be dead in a few seconds. However, MaNa GG'd out of the game. Well, he made a very good offensive, but because of mules, because of this amazingly big income from the Terran player, MaNa actually lost. So the series are tied 1-1, and well, let's see game number 3.